What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Cherish. So for today's video I'm installing the 613 blonde bob wig I got for $80 on Amazon. So as you can see, this hair is extremely yellow. It is just very brassy, very yellow, and orangish. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be toning it and I'm going to be rooting it in this video. But as you can see, the knots are very visible, and I don't know if I could really fix it. I fixed it a little bit, but they're still very visible. But what I'm doing right now is I'm just going to part the hair so I can root the roots, if that makes sense. Just make them a light brown, dark brown type of color, just so it looks more natural on my head. The color that I'm using for the roots is the Redken 04N color, if that makes sense. I really don't know how to explain it, but basically I'm just going to put that at the very beginning of the hair, where naturally where your roots would be. I did make a mistake, you guys can learn from my mistakes. I brought the dye down a little too far in the middle of the wig, as you will see in a couple of clips, but it's all good because it really doesn't show when everything's done. As you guys can see right here, I got a little carried away. So as you can see, this is what I was talking about, the head where I felt like I brought it down a little too far. When I washed it out, it didn't look that bad, but here it just looked awful, so I was kind of having a panic attack. But disclaimer, I am no way, shape, or form a hairstylist yet. I am just practicing. I'm getting my license my senior year, so y'all just bear with me while I'm on this learning process and learning journey. So after I was finished, I let this sit for at least 30 minutes, and then I washed it out with the Aveda Damage Remedy shampoo. And as you can see, it's not as dark and harsh as it looked with the dye on. And while I was washing the hair, the dye on the hair actually kind of toned out and ashed up the blonde a little bit, which I'm not complaining because it looked really good. But now I'm just gonna bleach the knots, and I used the Redken Shades Developer and mixed that with the bleach. I think the bleach I'm pretty sure is from Sally's. It was my mom's, and I'm pretty sure that's where she got it from. And as you can see, the inside of the wig is kind of dyed with the brown dye, but that really doesn't hurt anything, so it's fine. So to wash out the bleach, I used the Amika shampoo and then the Amika conditioner, which is just a matching set. I'm not sure where my mom got it. I will try to leave a link down below. But yeah, I just washed this out with this, and it basically just toned the hair even more, took out all the yellow, the oranginess, the brassiness, made it more of a cool blonde, if that makes sense, just like a better looking blonde. I'm putting on the wig cap, and I'm using the Ghost Bond glue, and I put on about 4 layers, and between each layer I blow dried it a little bit to make sure it was clear, and then I'm cutting my ear tabs. If you want like a full in-depth video of how I do it, I could do one. I don't know if it would be that good of a video. I mean, there's plenty of videos of how to install a wig cap, but if you want to know how I do mine, then I can do a tutorial for you guys. But as you can see, you can basically see what I'm doing. I'm just cutting around the hairline, and I would say my best tip is not to drag your hair cap all the way down. Like, I know some people like to minimize their forehead with their wigs, but I'm telling you, it just looks so bad when people do it. I have a big forehead, so I can tell you that, like, if I was to put it in the middle of my forehead, it would look so bad. And also try to put the wig cap as far back as your hairline goes. My mistake for my wig cap is I used wig glue installing the wig cap, which I should have used hairspray or Gots2b spray, but I didn't have any, and I needed to put the wig cap on, so I just used the next best thing. But I advise using hairspray because you can actually put that on your hairline. It's way safer than wig glue. And yeah, and now I'm just making it more like invincible with makeup, as you can tell, and just trying to make it look as natural and close to my skin tone as possible. And then I'm putting the wig on, and I'm also going to wipe my forehead off with some alcohol just so the glue sticks to my forehead and doesn't like lift and stuff. It's just better if you have a clean surface with no makeup, dirt, or oil. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm doing my layers of wig glue. So I did about 3 to 4 layers, and between each layer I let it dry, and I took my blow dryer and made sure it was clear before I put on another layer. So what I'm doing now, I'm not cutting the lace off. I am laying the lace where basically the hair is on the glue, if that makes sense. And I'm just taking my comb to brush it back to make sure it's just all in place. And now I cut my lace into 2 sections. Next time I'm going to do 3 because it would have been way simpler. But I take these little eyebrow razors that I get from the beauty supply store, and it's just easier because when you're cutting a lace, you want to make sure you have like a jagged edge, not a straight edge, because then it's going to look like a straight line, and you want it to look as natural as possible. And right now I'm cutting out the ear tabs, and I kind of messed up just a little bit. I cut some of the hair on the side, but it's fine. I cover it up. There's always a first time for mistakes. You make a mistake, get over it, and correct it. But yeah, I would say the hardest thing about this was cutting the ear tabs. Not gonna lie, I have no idea why, but it just was. Out little hairs for the baby hairs, and I'm going to put an elastic band over the hairline just so it can get even more flatter and just stick and stay put. And as you can see off to the side, my computer's playing. I'm watching Charmed, which has been my favorite show at the moment. You can watch it on Netflix. And now I'm just flattering the hair, just making it flat. I actually went to sleep right after this. It was 3 in the morning, and I styled it in the morning, as you guys will see. thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I put a lot of hard work into it. I've been planning this video for a couple of weeks now. I think actually a month. But remember, a wig is an illusion. It's not your real hair, so it's always gonna look a little wiggy, but you want to make it look as natural as possible. And this is my first time, so cut me a little slack because I think I did pretty good for my very first time, like actually installing a full lace. So bye guys.